Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you have all been doing very well for today's video. We are going to be talking about the wild west of the Mario Kart World online experience. Now, I've played, let's say I played probably 5 hours or so of just the online experience, and it's to me one of the most competitive I've ever seen online Mario Kart. It is very different from past Mario Karts, and what I mean by that is I feel like I've been put in some very competitive lobbies just right off the bat, and my SR isn't very high. It's at like about 7,000, but last night they had me playing with a bunch of people closer to 9,000 SR. Anyway, let's talk about how the online works, because I feel like this game is really pushing to be the most competitive Mario Kart. You know, if you know the tricks, if you know the combos, that is going to help you succeed in the racing, right? And the combos aren't easy to do. Knowing the game, it just takes a lot of time to figure out what the best racing mechanics are for each and every lap. So you start the game up and you click online mode, pick your person, and it shoots you into like a free roam waiting lobby, which is cool. I do enjoy the fact that you can do something now versus in like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you're just in like a queue and there's nothing that you can do. You can see other people's Mii's and that's about it. But at least in this one, you get to go into free roam and you get to test out, you know, your kart combo. You can drive around and you're waiting for people to join in. When everyone else starts to join in, you can have up to, of course, 24 players, which 24 real players in Mario Kart is crazy. It is insane. It's one thing to drive against computer players. It's a whole different style of race when everyone is a human and that those humans know what they're doing. So basically 3 maps will appear that you can always pick random. What I tend to see more is courses themselves, not the intermissions. So people are choosing regular courses over like the drive-through courses. So there's a few exceptions like DK Spaceland. Sorry guys, I don't really know the names of all the courses yet. You know, still trying to grind the game out while moving. It's kind of difficult. So people pick like the longer courses with the intermissions and kind of stuff. But other than that, people really do just like the courses. So a lot of randoms, a lot of single courses. So you can tell because on the course menu screen, if it's an intermission, it has an arrow going from the course to like the area where it's going next. So that's how you tell. But if you're queuing up online, just hit random. Just hit random, because at the end of the day, all we want to do is play courses. So how do I feel about this? How do I feel about the actual racing? How do I feel about it? Well, I'll tell you how I feel about it. It's crazy. It is hard. It is sweaty. It is hard. It is difficult. I wasn't used to having this kind of difficulty breaking like the top 5 and breaking and just getting first in general. Maybe that has to do with the type of people that are probably playing online right now. It's probably not a lot of casual people. It's a lot of people that do play the game in a more competitive manner and really really do know the shortcuts and know kind of like the racing mechanics already, right? They just have a lot more time in the game and probably in past Mario Karts than I do. Here's the one thing that I was pretty shocked with. It is very different from when you're racing with 24 people who really do exist. They cannot replicate that in AI. So, you know, I've completed all the Grand Prix with Triple Star. I've beat all the knockout tournaments with Triple Star. And I can safely say that was a lot easier to do than to get top 5 in some of these races, which is different. I mean, that is saying something. That's just like the skill difference between the two, and I wasn't expecting it. Partially, I think the difference is because of item balance. You start off, here's an example. You start off in a match, and right away, if you miss an item box in this, you are screwed. It doesn't matter, like, especially in the last lap, if you miss an item box because other people are like in front of you and it doesn't spawn fast enough, like, you can't get ahead. You can't win, because the item balance is basically, if you're not dead last and you're anywhere from like 19th place to 3rd place, you just get triple shells, or you get a gold mushroom in 4th place or something like that. And I know I praise the game for what it's, it feels like you're boosting, like the game is good. When you're racing and everyone has boost, you can't catch up to anyone. It just feels like you're just not catching up to anybody, because you can't see how close you are. You can't see how close you are to like 1st place, right? Like, unless like you're closer to 3rd, you can't really see that. So like, it always feels like you can't pass anyone, as well as the fact that I feel like when you kind of are boosting the whole time, it's just kind of weird. It's like you start the race and you all hit the item box, and next thing you know, you got like 4 or 5 people with like the triple mushrooms just like circling around, and it's just very strange. I feel like it should be a little bit more chaotic, because boosting into someone doesn't wreck someone over unless you push them off the side of the course. I would like to see like more bananas, more green shells, more red shells, more blue shells. Like, I think my entire time playing, and I've played, what I say, like 5-6 hours of just constantly doing races, and I get a blue shell like once, like, and not, in my experience, there hasn't been a lot of blue shells. There hasn't been a lot of shells in general. Maybe it's because like there's so many people. When you do get the shells, I feel like people just run into you, so it's almost like you're not firing the shells a lot, unless you're kind of more in the head of the pack. So item balancing, I'm not really a fan of right now. I think it's geared way more towards just spamming mushrooms, or spamming the boost, and you kind of all just like stay in a block. It's really weird. Like, it's hard to, there is no separation. So like, even if you are like a better racer or turner, it's like already like canceled by people that can just blow through all the shortcuts, right? And like if you don't have that boost, you can't do the shortcut, but the shortcut's all over the map. So anyone basically who isn't in 1st can just take a shortcut whenever. Strange, I don't remember that being the case in like 8 Deluxe when I was playing online. Like, yeah, you can like sandbag a little bit and get some good items, and then use your position to your advantage in the last Mario Kart game, and that would work. But you could also get pretty far ahead if you were 1st, and if someone was sandbagging, you had a decent shot of beating them out, which doesn't seem to be the case here. Because I will tell you, if you get to the last lap and you get hit in front, everyone just passes you. You can't get back. If you're in the last lap and you miss an item box, you don't even think about placing. You know what I mean? Like, so and with 24 players, I mean, that's all easier to do. So it's almost like you want to be in the middle like the entire time, which is strange to me. And then when the race is almost done, boost yourself to 1st. I don't know if I really like that. I will say, I have seen people do crazy tricks, to get into 1st, which is pretty cool. You don't see it a lot, because you're just flying through the course. Half the time you don't know what hits you, because of the boosting. You don't know what you hit. You can't even see it. So I would really like in the future to see some item balancing. Maybe some more separation with the matchmaking. I was able, the first time I played, I was able to basically climb 2000 SR pretty quickly. And then last night I was playing my next round, preparing myself for this video, being a good content creator, a good small channel, trying to express my opinion with my own actual thoughts. The second session, it was basically, I was stale. I would climb just a little bit, but then I would get hit, fall off the course in lose like probably like I wasn't like losing 100, but I was losing like 32 to 50, and then I would gain like 100 and then fall back down. So I just didn't. Basically, was trying to get gameplay. Of course, my capture card wasn't really working well, so then I had to, redo everything, and I just wasn't going. But that was also probably because of the lobby, because they put me in a big boy lobby. They put me in a higher lobby, which, the game just came out. That's what it's gonna be. Like if you're not into like very highly competitive Mario Kart, you probably will not like playing online at all, which is a shame, because 24 players is a completely different experience, and I think it's a lot of fun. Just having that many people, it feels fun. Getting top 5, it feels good. Just racing with that many players, and I just think it's bugged with the item balancing. I don't like the block effect. I don't like how when everyone's boosting, you're just not passing anybody. The other thing is, before we end the video, I will say, don't fall off the stage. Do not fall off the stage. Whatever you do, just stay on. If you fall off, there is almost no hope of you getting back in the race. Like, the gap for falling off now that is created, since everyone else has mushrooms and stuff, or a bowl of bills or something like that, it's just super big. And there's been a couple of races where I've just entirely thrown myself for just drifting too close to the edge, and then just either getting hit, falling off, or just being a bad player and just turning off the edge. And you go from second to, I posted a short on it, second to 20th in less than 5 seconds. So it is what it is. Just try to keep on the track. And the other thing that is clearly, I won't even really talk about it because I don't really enjoy this part of Mario Kart so much, is like there is a meta and people are playing the meta. So if you really are into it, go online, figure out what the meta is, use those cards, because you have to be able to keep up with people. If you're not using the meta, you just can't keep up with people in this game. Card combinations, characters, they all matter for speed in this game, and you can't get away from it. It is what it is, guys. But the overall experience is wild. I think everyone, if you have this game, should try it out. At least try it out. If it's not for you, it's not for you. There's tons of other things to do in this game, and like free roam versus battle. I haven't tried battle yet, but hopefully the battling is pretty cool. I've been kind of into the free roam and time trials right now, because I did the Grand Prix knockout, basically be those. Tons of stuff to do other than play online. I would say that the skill gap right now is pretty high. So if you're just a casual Mario Kart player, you probably won't like it. Don't bother with it. But if you are competitive, you enjoy that kind of stuff, jump right in. You're gonna have a good time, like me. I'm trying to get to 8,000. I think if I get to 8,000 SR, I'll be pretty happy with myself, and I'll probably just stay there. I don't know if I'll quite get to 9,000. I just don't know if my skill is there yet. And as we all know, closing on the house on Monday, actually today, when I post this video. So yeah, so I don't have a lot of time to sink into it right now. But upcoming stuff, we'll probably do a do's and don'ts in Mario Kart World. Moving, not daily discussion videos. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. That's what I want to do, but I just don't have enough time to do it. We'll do the do's and don'ts that are coming up are going to be spread throughout whenever I can get it done, but it will be released during a week. And then every Monday, try to do a discussion video. I might throw another separate discussion video this week if I can get it done. It's going to be on Donkey Kong, guys, so I hope you all be on the lookout for that. That direct was crazy. So, but anyway, if you guys like my rambling style, if you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I don't know what you're doing. It's so cool. We just talk about nerd stuff. I try to get videos out for you guys, and I appreciate every single one of you that has joined recently because we've been growing at a faster pace, a little bit faster pace than the past few years. So tons of new faces. I really appreciate anyone that's really stayed to the end, anyone that has actually clicked on the video. And yeah, so just nerd stuff coming up and moving coming up. So that's when the schedule is going to be a little bit up in the air, but we'll try to figure it out for you guys. We'll try to get some good gameplay, some good thoughts out there for you, some free content. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So thank you all for watching the Average Joe Show. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.